Alright, hello everyone. Today, in this video, giving my thoughts on Melta guns. This is going to be more of a comparison, or my thoughts on Melta guns and Melta rifles. My overall thoughts on the Melta rifle and Melta guns, similarly to my thoughts on plasma guns and plasma incinerators, is that I overall like the appearance of all Melta weapons. Although, in the case of the Melta rifle, although it's not fully depicted in the image in the bottom left corner, I think the top-mounted grip on the Melta rifle is kind of dumb looking. Like, why can't you just, hold it underneath like a normal person would? It's not that heavy. I mean, you're a space marine. Come on. Overall, I'd say from my experience using Melta guns more than Melta rifles, I've only had a handful of experiences using Meltas. They're pretty good to heavy armor or elite infantry, though, as I've said and I have no complaints of using them overall. In the little bit of experience I've had using like some Raptors with Melta guns, they definitely will do work. You point them at something, they're within Melta range, they're gonna barrel stuff and really burn whatever they're shooting. But once again, I don't have too much experience using units of Meltas. It's more of just like in the times I've used them, they've done some stuff. Overall, the units that I've used that have had them didn't get a whole lot of value out of them, or they just ended up dying like too quickly before they could actually get an opportunity to shoot things. My main criticism, and this is similar to my criticisms with plasma guns and plasma incinerators, and like in the plasma gun video, I have no criticisms on the Inferno pistols. I think that for what they are, they're pretty good, and the main army that I would play that you would utilize them would be Blood Angels. But overall, my big criticism between Melta guns and Melta rifles are that I'm not a fan of the differences in their profiles. Similarly to my complaints about the plasma gun and plasma incinerator, the differences in their profiles to me seem kind of arbitrary. Now this is more similarly to the plasma gun and plasma incinerator video. It's about like how they're different, right? So when you compare a Melta gun to a Melta rifle, okay, the big differences immediately are that, hey, the Melta rifle has the heavy keyword, the Melta rifle has 6 more inches of range, but beyond that, they are the same gun. They both have 1 attack, they both hit on 3s, they both hit, are strength 9, AP -4, damage is 1d6. And then obviously if we take into consideration armies like the Sororitas, they hit on 4s, I believe, but generally it's the same profile. It's 12 inches of range, 1 attack, same strength, same AP, same damage. So, like, why are we so different, right? Why do Eradicator squads for Space Marines have 6 more inches of range? You're telling me that a Sororitas can't utilize a muzzle like break or a nozzle to extend the range of a Melta gun by a little bit? Like come on, right? What's the difference? What is the difference? Like, why are Melta rifles in quotes better than that? Because if it is a situation of the nozzle is different, it has a tighter choke on it, you could do that on literally any Melta gun, regardless of what faction you're talking about, for whatever Meltas they're using. It's just to me, it's a very dumb thing, and I don't think it's explained in lore as to why like Melta guns are so different than Melta rifles, although they're not that different. It'd be one thing of like, oh, Melta rifles are strength 10 and our damage and their damage is d6 plus 1. If that was the case, then I'd be like, okay, I could be more accommodating and be like, yeah, I don't have complaints of Melta guns versus Melta rifles, because Melta rifles are substantially different compared to the Melta guns, but they're not. The big difference is just range and a keyword. Okay, you could give the range to normal Melta guns and then just leave the keyword off of them, and it'd be like bolt guns versus bolt rifles. But overall, that's my quick thoughts on Melta guns. Similar to my plasma gun and plasma incinerator video, and also my bolt gun video from like a while ago. So once again, thank you all for watching. Feel free to comment down below what your thoughts are on the Melta gun versus Melta rifle. Do you share the similar sentiment as I do? Is say, hey, the differences that they have are kind of dumb, and why are Space Marines so different with their Melta guns? Now, this is something I did not really acknowledge in my plasma gun video, I do understand that yes, Space Marines do have whole units where every model in that army in that unit has that one weapon. So that could be what is accommodating for it and is the in-game on tabletop explanation for the change. I know in lore, I think there's been something like some like loose throwaway lines as to basically, oh, they're better and more advanced because they're newer and whatever jank explanation. But but yeah, let me feel free to let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Let me know if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. Once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a great time wherever you may find yourself, whether you're on the tabletop, studying for an exam, coming home, or going to work, or whatever have you. And if not, well, I hope you guys can have a turnaround time and get better. But until the next time, I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.